Welcome to the live streaming traders. Last day of trading week, very important day as well. So, as weekly close coming, and we can see that the market on XAUSD, Euro dollar, and GBP JPY, we can expect a trend in the market. A very good trend on Euro dollar and also on XAU USD. So we have seen early today analysis on this one. The market dropped to it didn't drop much lower as the momentum is high. I was expecting to 38.2%, but we saw that before reaching the 38.2%, the market managed to bounce, and that's a huge move that we can see on XAUUSD. And with that move, what we can see that the market, you can see this is a bullish market structure here. So a movement, pullback, another move, pullback, another move, deeper pullback. The market is forming series of higher high and higher low, which is in an uptrending market structure. So with that in mind, what we can expect on XAUSD is for the price to, as you can see, it dropped in that direction, which is a deeper pullback. Broken this support level. This is the 30 minutes chart on XAUSD. The market dropped to that level and then made a significant bounce here. And with that bounce, currently the price, you can see again trying to merge with the long-term major direction of the trend. So with that being said, what we can see the market is this is a bullish market structure, and with that being said, what we can expect for XAUSD to revert back to the upside to create a new higher high. So looking at the lower time frame, we can see the market is bullish at the moment, and with that bull market, okay, you can see this is a currently the price again trying to bounce in the a major direction. So would like to see that how the price is doing. We'll be looking at one by one to see overall picture in the market to find out the proper trading opportunity. So let's see here on the lower time frame, looking at the 1 minute chart, we can see the market. There is a gap here. Okay, so with that gap open, lower time frame, we might see that it just breaking to the upside to create a new higher high. So looking at here is the 4-hour time frame on XAUSD. From the 4-hour perspective, there is a bounce, and with that bounce expecting for the market, what I think that you can see, this is the 1-hour chart here as well. So the price crossed the 20 MA, has broken that market structure, and then started to revert back again to the upside. So with that bounce, let's look at to see where we can find trading opportunity in this market. So this is the 5 minutes perspective on XAUSD with that lower time frame, which is a big move pullback. The market again creating series of higher high and higher low. So lower time frame, we can see this is a support level, expecting potential bounce here, and this is an important level of resistance here. Okay, so which is an important level of resistance. There's a gap open, and if we see proper entry, we can look for. We've just started, so let's wait a little bit further to see how the market might be doing, and based on that, we can look for trading opportunity in the market. And in the meantime, traders, if you are here, say yes, and if you have any question, you can ask. Thanks for joining the live session. Let's begin today's session, where let's look at that. Okay, so you see some rejection coming. So you can see that rejection on XAUSD is, which is a good sign that the market is coming below from the resistance line to the support level. So you can see it's a massive drop here, and with that drop, okay, so you can see that from there, pretty strong drop in the direction of the major trend. So the price is coming to that support level, and so it's a big drop here locally. Let's try to see that where the market is trying to be heading here. So a big drop here to the support level, expecting for the market to return to the upside to create a new higher high. Looking at the 5 minutes here as well, we can see that the market is bullish here at the moment, and with that bullish market structure, can expect a series of higher high and higher low. So an impulse correction, forming series of higher high and higher low, which is in an uptrending market. So looking at the 5 minutes perspective here, so locally we can see the market is here we can expect for the market to return back to the upside. And okay, so here is this is support level, expecting for the market to revert back to the upside to create a new higher high. So important resistance line, expecting for the market to reverse back to the upside to see how the market might be doing. And so here you can see this is the 30 minutes and the 1 hour price action. With that price action, what we can expect is that for the market to retest this support, resistance as a support, and then to return back to the upside to create a new higher high. So here is, you can see this is the 30 minutes price action where you can see a bull candle, and with this bullish candle, okay, so it's a bullish candle, we can expect for the market to come down further and then to return back again to create a new high. Looking at the 15 minutes and the lower time frame, so the 1 hour 1 minute chart, you can see a structure formation. So would like to see that deeper pullback, and then we can see where it might be dropping or bouncing back to the upside. And we have started another year, as you know that, guys. Yes, thank you very much. Welcome. Good afternoon, South Africa. Welcome. Thank you for joining from South Africa. We can see that euro dollar also trending at the moment. If you guys look at it, you can see there's a trend going on this instrument. And was thinking to open potential position. As you can see, the market here, there was a free fall here. You guys have seen the analysis that I posted yesterday. And with that free fall, okay, so if you look at it, you can see that this is the 1 hour price action. Let's see if we have a potential entry here. the market trend is bullish here at the moment. It's approaching potentially to this previous support, turning resistance on Euro USD. So here I would like to open a buy position. Later I will be explaining the strategy to catch the couple of pips here. So because it's a buy by market, so definitely must be risk managed. 17 pips stop loss must be calculated. The lot, no impulsive trading, guys, is very important. Not to be hurry. The market is not going anywhere. So 17 pips stop loss. I highly encourage to open in a demo account for learning purpose. It's very essential. So now on XAUUSD, okay, so you can see that this is where, so if you look at euro dollar from the 1 hour perspective, we can see some upside here. I'm going to open buy to this level to target in that area. So with smaller risk, definitely. So I've opened buy here on XAUUSD with 17 pip stop loss. So 17 pip stop loss on XAUUSD. I open a bullish trade here. TP target at this level here, okay, at 1.03144 level. Stop loss at 1.02780, and also will be sharing the same trade in the group as well. So I hope that you guys are enjoying the live session. Make sure you give a thumbs up, and definitely it's important that always keep eye for risk management. So I'll be explaining the trade. Here we will be targeting a couple of pips here. So here we are around 70 pip stop loss. So if you guys look at it, you can see that this is Euro USD. Here is there is a drop here and then immediate rejection to the upside on euro dollar. So this is an important support which is turning resistance here on euro dollar. So it's a bull market, and I will be explaining also in detail on how the market might be doing on euro dollar. So with that being said, here you can see this is a series of higher low formation here, okay, and with that series of higher low formation, expecting euro dollar to bounce back up to the resistance line here, and let's see how much it might be going. So our target here, a couple of pips to see that around 16 to 17 pip to move to the upside. That's what I'm expecting. So this is the 1 hour chart. You can see first 30 minutes of this candle is a fully bullish, and the next one opening, want to see that it's moving up. As you can see in this market, the market was constantly grabbing liquidity along the way. So grabbing liquidity, and then the market slowly moving back to the upside to create a new higher high. So it's the market moving, creating series of higher low formation, and with that series of higher low formation, expecting for the price to go ahead, create a new higher high. This is where there is a support here which is turning resistance here, and with that in mind, we can expect for the market to shoot up and then to hit that TP level. This is the expectation. This is a euro dollar trade, and this is a bullish trade that I have opened. I hope that you guys also enjoying that. So here after the candle close, expecting euro dollar to move back up to create a new higher high. We'll see that series of higher low formation here, and with that series of higher low, we'll be looking at to see how the market might be doing. Thank you. And in the meantime, guys, if you're enjoying the live session, make sure you smash it and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Thank you. It's Kevin, 10:23 p.m. in Melbourne, Australia. Very good timing, guys. If you are here, so I just open buy on euro dollar. Thank you. If you're enjoying the live session, make sure you smash it and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. And also I have an important question to ask you. So let's see that we see that euro dollar trade that we have opened did the risk management. We will be waiting for the market to make its move. And as I mentioned, if you're not sure how to do the risk management, then probably you can open in a demo account for testing. Is there any problem if I hold 2688? I don't know. You need to think about it. Okay, so let's see now on XAUUSD. We have seen that euro dollar here is we can see that euro dollar made its move, and let's look at on XAUUSD what's happening. We can see there is a downside here on from the 1 hour perspective pullback. We can see that this is where the market trying to break below. We'll be waiting for the price to here you can see this is a lower time frame price action, expecting for the market to come back well below and then to return back to the upside. This is where there is a strong bounce, expecting deeper pullback and then to return back to the upside. So looking at the 1 minute chart on XAUUSD, locally we can see some here some downtrend and trying to bounce again. So multi-time frame is sometimes confusing, but at the same time it's beneficial. Okay, so guys, in the meantime, I see the likes is already 1/5 of the view, which is we can see that like is 1/5 of the view. And if you guys liking, make sure you smash it. Thank you. So welcome. Very good. And so let me ask you with a poll, what do you think on XAUUSD? We have on euro dollar, so we see that it's on a pullback now. Let it come for a pullback, as from the 1 hour we can see significant move, and I would like to, we see that now another pullback, so we'll be holding it there. And let's see if there is any new opportunity on XAUUSD on the lower time frame. Now before I go to that, I would like to ask, let's see, what's your opinion on XAUUSD? What's your opinion on XAUUSD? So You can cast a vote on the live chat. Happy New Year, coach. Hope 2025 brings great success. Let's be certain, okay? So let's not hope. Let's be certain that 2025 gonna be a year of great success, okay? How many of you think that it's gonna be a great success? Okay, so here is, you can see the market is forming series of higher low in that area, and with that series of higher low formation, expecting for the market to turn back up. See the lower time frame. This is the 1 minute chart, and here what we can see, that you can see this is the market trend is up. Yes, welcome, well done. Okay, so we found few members that think that certainly 2025 is gonna be a great year of success. So that's what we will be materializing here. Okay, so we are implementing quite a few incredible tools in the academy, along with the new strategy that we are trading at the moment. If you guys are excited, wait for the coming up opening on the membership in the academy to become a member in the academy, where you will be learning the strategy that I am trading, and also you'll have access to the live trading room to trade with me, along with all the tools that I'm using. Also, you can use it. So stay tuned for that. I believe it's bullish, and I am willing to see good entry at area around 2660. 2660. So you mean that bullish entry or bearish entry? So this is another very important point. You can see this is the daily candle here on XAUSD, and I always discuss about this with all of you guys, is that trend, right? So trend is your best friend as long as you are trading. Okay, so this is where you can see that our academy, all the strategy that we use in Forex Trading Wizard Academy is based on the trend. Okay, so why? Because when you are trading with the trend, okay, so you are trading based on the flow. Okay, so it is important that being with the flow is very important. If you look at the famous athletes, okay, soccer player or any athletes or sports player, they perform at their highest level when they're at flow. So flow is very important when you are when you are trading. So flow is absolutely important to in trading as well. So, and how can you trade with the flow? When you trade with the trend, you are actually trading with the flow. Okay, so being with the flow always will give you the highest advantage. So how can you attain flow in any aspect? So as a sometime if you have a long running experience, probably you will know that if you go for a long run, then in the first few minutes it's gonna be very struggling, and then once you are on the flow, then it looks like that you are not doing anything. Okay, you are standing up but you are running, and that's why you'll see that people who run a great distance, they can do it because they are in the flow. Okay, so to attain flow, there are 3 steps. I think the first step is what he called the struggling stress 2 step. So once you if you want to attain flow, what you need to do is anything. There was explanation that I found was very acceptable to me, is that, so let's say you are running, and whenever you see the hill, sprint. That's how you can attain flow. So you can remember that phrase. So to attain flow, whenever you see the hill, sprint. And then once the struggling stage is finished, you started to see that you are on a flow. Okay, And that's how trend is, isn't it? In an uptrend, being a trader also, to be a successful trader also, you need to be in flow, not only trading with the trend, but also being a fully a disciplined trader. Okay, so it's fun trading if you know, once you are experienced enough, disciplined enough, that you can attain that flow and be uh, strongly strong enough to become, uh, what I can say, that a resilient trader, which is very important. So we'll be exploring more on that. Before we go to that, let's see what's happening with euro dollar. So it's moving in our favor. So the trend is up. As you can see that. Let's explain the euro dollar strategy that I have used. Now, before I progress explaining the euro dollar strategy, I would like to know how many members here. Hey, coach, welcome. Want to know the strategy that trading on euro dollar. So let me see. If I see that majority of the members in the view want to know, then I can discuss it. Bullish on daily, bearish on typical pullback on lower time frame, but we need to attempt breaking yesterday's high first. Okay, so that's a good understanding. How many members wants to know the strategy that I'm using on euro dollar, so that you can use it? So I'm waiting for a response. Once we see that everyone is get to learn, then I can discuss it. Thank you. So classical. Okay, so anyone else wants to know? So you see that if we quite a few members wants to be interested, then I can discuss it. That before that, let's look at again on looking at, say, USD. So Jackie also wants to know. More members. Well done. Okay. So looking at Scheme, yes. Julius, yes. Okay. So quite a few members wants to know. So let's discuss this strategy on Euro USD. How why I am bullish here. Now, before I discuss this, very important disclaimer is that, I can be completely wrong. Euro dollar could come back down and hit the stop loss. So here is the main goal is to learn the strategy. Okay, learn the education, and the strategy is the key. So looking at Euro USD, we can see that here on euro dollar, the first thing that we need to look at. All right, so welcome. Very good. The most important part here is there are three things that I look at when I open position. Okay, so simplicity is the key. Simplicity is the key. Every great people, scientist, okay, if you look at their speech, that they say only one thing, that if you cannot explain something to even a child, then you don't understand it. So that's why simplicity is the key to become better trader. So let's simplify it. Okay, we'll be simplifying based on 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, based on this triangle. First, we need to look at, before, let's break it down from a very fundamental perspective. Okay, so if you have a trading account, what action you need to take to open a trade? The first thing that you need to think is, will you be buying or selling? Okay, this is the first decision that you need to make when you are opening position. So if you think that you need to buy, okay, or sell, to answer this question, first step is to know the market structure, which is the backbone of the market. So once you know the market structure, okay, now looking at here, you can see that this is the, let's say this is Euro USD, and the market structure, you can see it is, if you look at what kind of market structure, you can see here, it's a bull market, right? So how do you know that it's a bull market? Creating series of higher high and higher low, okay, which is an uptrend. You see that there was a massive drop, and then a huge rejection, followed by double bottom, and then the market forming series of higher high and higher low. Okay, so with that being said, what we can see that this market is bull market, okay, which is, we can say that you can see the market is forming higher high and higher low, which is bull market. Now once you see that bull market, what is our first step is to, when you see a bull market, we will be only looking for buying. Okay, so in a bull market, we will only be looking for buying opportunity in this market. So you got a first answer of the first question that okay, so when you see that bull market, we'll be looking for only buying opportunity. Once we see that it is a bullish market, then we are looking for buying. So we got that answer that we will be looking for buying. Now, the next question that you need to answer is, okay, so if we are buying, when we will be buying? Okay, so the second question that you need to answer is from the price section, and from the liquidity. Okay, so if you look at here, you can see this market, let's say price action creating series of higher low, and it grab liquidity. Okay, so if you look at here, you can see the market grab liquidity here, liquidity here, liquidity here, liquidity here. And once we see that it's grabbing liquidity from the support, the trend is up, we only will be looking for bullish trading opportunity in this market. It's the simplest way. Now we need to look for the price action confirmation, and we can see that there is a massive bounce with a huge bullish engulfer in the direction of the major trend. We have seen multiple times the price grab liquidity. It's the simplest way. And more training also available in the academy very soon. Also, you can join here. And you can see that here, after grabbing liquidity, the momentum we can see in this market is moving back to the upside again to create a new higher high. So with that in mind, we can see that if you look at here, you can see this is the market moving up, and with that movement, expecting that euro dollar to move up and then to create a new higher high. Potentially we could see that it's going up and then to the resistance line. So we can see that euro dollar is in a bullish move, and that's why you have opened that buy. As soon as we will find further opportunity on other instrument, also we'll be looking at. Let's look at on XAUSD how it is doing here on the lower time frame. We can see that in this lower time frame on XAUSD, the market trend is up. It's a bull market, and you can see this is the 1 hour price action where creating series of higher low. Okay, so you can see the market forming series of higher low formation here on XAUUSD, and with that series of higher low formation, the price is trying to bounce here as well. So in this instrument as well, we will be looking for buying opportunity. Okay, what's happening? It's too loud. So On XAU USD, we will be waiting, and euro dollar, it's we can see there is a significant move happen. Let's hold on to the trade, and we can see it moving. It is moving in our favor here. We will be looking to see some move. And in the meantime, traders, if you're enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up here, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you're not missing any of the content that I'm posting every single day. Here is what you can see, that there is a double bottom, a bounce pullback. The market is forming series of higher high and higher low. I'll be back in just a matter of less than a second. Okay, so we can see move on euro dollar. Our trade is in the movement. All right, guys. Okay, euro dollar in our favor, moving in the direction, expecting for the market to bounce and then to move back up to create a new higher high. Let's look at XAUSD. You can see this is a little in a sideway. So this is the beauty of understanding the trend. You can see euro dollar is trending. So you are on the trade that is trending, which is a good sign of trading. Okay, so if you look at here, you can see that this is a pretty strong trend here. And with that trend, if you look at here, you can see this is a 5 minutes price action here. Okay, so you can see that big move, correction, another move, and the market is moving already in the direction. Okay, so you can see this is a move, correction. The market is forming series of higher high and higher low, which is an uptrend. and wanting to see that the price is heading in that direction. So want to see it's in a full move. Okay, so let's look at that here over time frame. So here is, we can see the market trend is up, creating series of higher high and higher low, which is an uptrend. And in an uptrending market, wanting to see that it's breaking above. It's good to see there's some rain. It's hot here. Okay, so here the trend is still up. So here is I was looking at the 5 minutes on euro dollar, trying to figure out if the market trying to break again below. Do you think that it's gonna hit that TP, or I see the trend is very strong here, and because the trend is very strong, still expecting for an upside bias. Let's look at what's happening with XAUSD. XAUSD in a completely sideways movement. This 1 hour candle is a complete doji, but I think that that doji might give momentum potentially to the upside. We see some movement here. Pretty choppy. We'll be waiting on euro dollar to see what's happening. This is the 1 hour candle which is closing on euro USD, and so far we are in our directional bias. We are in the direction. So we can see here trying to pullback on the lower time frame for this move, but the momentum is higher, so expecting it to trend in that direction. So we're back on here. Locally, some pullback coming up, and from that pullback, okay. So narrow doji formation. Let's look at on XAUSD. Again, this one I'm looking at because here you can see this is a, if you look at the 1 minute, we can see that this is where sideway movement. Okay, so this is where the sideway movement, and I don't want to open any position in this kind of structure. Rather, we will be waiting for better confirmation. You can see the 1 hour candle close with a narrow doji. So this is a support, this is a resistance here, and with that support and resistance, expecting for the market to make a move. Okay, so you can see series of higher low formation, expecting it to return back to the upside to create a new higher high. Thank you. That's awesome. So euro dollar is on pullback, wanting to see that having another bounce. Okay, guys. So here is forming series of higher low, and with that series of higher low formation, start some music. Also have a question about the trend. What do you think that, guys? What's the main indicator of the trend? Okay, so here the bullish trend. Looking on XAU USD again. Locally, we can see some here. If it is breaking that support, I always look at the market. You can see over and over again. Is because there's a very important point that you can keep in mind, is that, so I call it the beginner mindset. Okay, so the market is constantly evolving, changing its shape and structure, and then reforming every moment. Okay, so it's like the universe. it's another universe inside the market, right? So constantly changing, evolving, and creating the new one, right? So that's why it is always a best idea is to um, look at the market from beginner mindset. So beginner mindset means that every time look at the market the first day you are looking at in the chart. That's how otherwise there is a very high chance of convincing ourselves to take the trade which is not there, because if we look at the chart for an extended period of time and then started to think certain way, let's say we started to see the trade which is not there because of the long patience, and then we might be taking a trade which is not there. So it is important that looking at the market always from a beginner mindset, okay, beginner perspective, and then look at it over and over again to see, in fact, the potential opportunity. Looking at the euro dollar, we can see that there is a local drop here. What happened? Shit. Okay, that's all good. It's not with me. Okay, so here we can see euro dollar from this level started to creating series of higher low. Want to see that it's trending, and okay, so expecting to bounce back up to create a new higher high. So you can see that this is a bull market here, and in this bullish market, like to see that the market is in the major direction of the trend. Okay, so here is euro dollar is again trying to move in the direction, which is good for us to see that it's going in that direction. And in the meantime, traders, if you're here and enjoying the live session that we are doing every single day, make sure you like this stream and also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done yet, press the notification bell so that you're not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. Well. So looking at let's euro dollar to play out, and we'll see that what's happening with gold or XAUSD. You can see that let's look at this one here, how the structure has formed, and this is the 1 hour price action on XAUSD, and there's a doji formation in this area. Looking at the 4 hour here, wanting to see that it's breaking out with a stronger momentum. It's the 1 hour here, narrow candle formation from 30 minutes perspective. Okay, so here is This is a support here, an important level of support. And okay, so series of higher low formation, want to see moving up potentially to create a new higher high. Okay, so there is a strong liquidity gap here with a stronger momentum. Okay, so here is, we can see there is a long wick candle here, and with that long wick candle there is a channel in this area, which is basically, which is a bullish channel. And you can see that whenever the market is coming, there is a rejection with a stronger momentum. There's also a long wick here. So with that in mind, what we can expect on XAUSD to reject to the upside to create a new higher high. So there is a doji here, and with that doji formation, want to see the market manage to break out. Okay, so there is a doji here as well. So with this doji formation, there's a gap open, and there's a gap open, series of higher low formation. Want to see that it's breaking to the upside to create a new higher high. See how far it is going. Okay, so a euro dollar is after this 1 hour candle close. See how the market is evolving at the moment. Yeah, this is a bullish engulfer on the 1 hour. So want to see that it's going up to fill that long wick here. Structure is bullish. 15 minutes price action also bullish, and from the intraday, this is a, yeah, this is a market which is also bullish. Okay, so expecting for the market to trend and then to create a new higher high. In the meantime, traders, if you're enjoying the live session, I would appreciate your support to the channel by giving a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day, including live analysis, live trades, and also tomorrow, as you know, that it's weekend, and every weekend I do post some unique educational content that will completely change the way you look at the market. So if you guys are excited about learning that that education strategy, as well as um, the educational content that is unique for you to become either, you know, any market that you are trading, either beginner or advanced, it will be posted during that London session time. So stay tuned for that by subscribing to the channel, and make sure you press that notification bell so that you are not missing from that you're not missing any of this content that I'm posting every single day. And here is what we can see, that this is a series of higher low here. Okay, so euro dollar is trending with forming series of higher low, which is pretty strongly bullish. Okay, so lower time frame bullish here. Okay, so series of high low formation. Want to see that after this candle close, which is 15 minutes, closing in a couple of minutes. If it is closing as a doji, want to see the bounce. So just go for a TP hit. Thank you. Alright, so in the meantime, let's look at XAUUSD. We can see that if you look at the 4 hour here, probably guys have seen the analysis early today. Let me refresh it again as we discussed that we will be looking at the beginner mindset here. Okay, so let's look at how we can start the analysis. Now, many of you also very good at trading, but if you want to become an independent trader, also you need to learn how to analyze the market, right? So here you can see this is a 4 hour impulse. Okay, how do you use the Fibonacci? Do you want to know exactly how to use the Fibonacci? Yes, sir. Welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So, do you know how to use the actual way to use the Fibonacci? So, I want to see how many traders confidently know that how to use the Fibonacci here in this live session. I'm waiting for getting a response in the live chat. Well. Thank you. Anyone? Okay, so Sophia Brown. So you know use Fibonacci. Okay. So that means that only few. Okay. So Julius. Okay. Cool. Now, if you are using the Fibonacci in your own way, that's completely fine. There are many ways. Let me explain how I look at the Fibonacci, especially when Fibonacci is firstly, well, classic. Okay. Very good. Now, first of all, I don't use Fibonacci as a complete new strategy. Okay, so I never use Fibonacci as a complete new strategy. I use Fibonacci as a guide, as a tool, as an additional confirmation. Because why we need additional confirmation? Because trading is all about probability. The more confluence you will be adding, the higher the probability to be. So, firstly, number one thing that I look at on a Fibonacci, I never use Fibonacci on a slower trending market. So the trend that is weaker, I don't use Fibonacci because it doesn't work in a weak trend. But when the market trend is strong, that's where Fibonacci can be beneficial to me. It's because when the market trend is strong, that means that price is above 10 EM and 20 EM both. Momentum is high. That's where the pullback becomes less. Okay, so because there is high momentum, any point the bulls will come back again in the market. That's where the Fibonacci is helpful to me. So from that perspective, how do you use the Fibonacci? Always Fibonacci start with the opening of the leg to the end of the leg. Okay, so what is Fibonacci? So Fibonacci is basically a series. Okay, so if you add 1 plus 2 equals 3, 3 plus 4 equals 7, 7 plus 8 equals 15, and on and on and on and on, and it's to the infinity, right? So it's you can see everywhere in nature. If you look at the sunflower fractal, everywhere. Okay, so which is the representation of the infinity. Okay, so now Now from that point of view, now why it is on trading, right? So that's a very good question. I want to ask how many of you, if you know that why Fibonacci is in trading, because I think because of the golden issue, so which is basically the nature's code that said that golden issue is the nature's code, because the nature is always precise, right? So the way the nature work is, it always try to create a highest energy efficiency. Okay, the more conservation or the efficiency, the higher the probability of the sustaining or maintaining the stability. And that's why nature always use the highest efficiency in creating something. That's why you see that the sunflower is created in that way, so that with this golden ratio is to maintain efficiency. Okay, so efficiency is very important. And so, which is the golden ratio, which is here is 61.8%. Now if we look at this market here on XAUSD, you can see that this is a move here. And if you look at here, this is the 38.2%, which is the minimum Fibonacci level. It reached near there, but we can see that it's just got a rejection from this resistance line. And as this is the 4-hour candle, which is made so far a bounce again, I think that if the price coming to that support level here, okay, so this is where, if the price drop to that support level, that's where you will be looking for bullish opportunity in the market. Okay, so with that in mind, if we look at the lower time frame here, so you can see that this is a structure where 1 minute structure formation. And in this 1 minute structure, we can see the price. This is a move here so far. Want to see that it's bouncing back up again. Okay, so gap open, and it's coming back below this level here. So locally, we can see the market slowly trying to drop to that support, which is an important level of support. So lower time frame, some downward pressure here. And with that downward pressure, expecting for the market to drop to that support and then to bounce back up to create a new higher high. Okay, so this is the 1 minute chart, and here is support, expecting a bounce. Want to see that the market is having an upside bias here. So let's see how far it might be going. And let's look at on euro dollar. So it's slowly creating a momentum on euro USD, and with this momentum on euro dollar, so if you look at here, you can see there is a narrow doji on the 30 minutes perspective. Want to see that it's bouncing back up on euro USD, and with that bounce, okay, so this is the 1 hour chart here. move up. So here is so with that being said, on XAUSD sideways, euro dollar, also want to see that it's trending in that direction. Trend is up and waiting for the market to create a momentum in this area. Looking at this one here on gold, it's a sideways. Is there any news coming later today? If we look at the Forex Factory calendar, where so coming later in NY session, there is ISM manufacturing PMI. Okay, so there is an ISM manufacturing PMI news coming later today, which could be that of stronger bias here. So wanting to see here is bullish momentum. Okay, so here we can see that on euro dollar, expecting it to keep pushing up. Okay, here we can see that the market in this lower time frame on euro dollar, which is moving in that direction. You are expecting to trend to the major direction. From here, this is a support. From that support, on to bounce. Okay, so it's the 1 minute on euro dollar, expecting it to form an inverted head and shoulder and then to turn back to the upside to create a new higher high. While you can see on XAUUSD, if you look at here, you can see this is the 1 minute chart. Look at the 4 hour. Okay, so it's coming again to this support. So we might see, while we see the euro dollar, we will let that run. We might see a potential trade on XAUUSD here, which might lead that price to come back. So you can see this is a very strong downtrend here, and with the downtrend, want to see that it drops well below this level. It's the bearish price action here, and with that drop, there's a gap open. Okay, so euro dollar managed to bounce after the 30 minutes close. We will keep eye on this one as well, as we are running a trade on euro USD. I think that many of the members with me running that trade on euro dollar. Thank you. And we can see that bounce. With this bounce, the market forming that series of higher low. Okay, so from the 5 minutes, it's showing that this is a bullish market structure, so we can expect an upside here. On let's say USD, we see that there is a drop coming back to the 1 hour after the doji. We see that downside. Let's look at the 4 hour, and if the market is coming to this level here, to this support level on the lower time frame, we might see that a potential rejection here, expecting even we may be able to find a potential trade if it is coming well below this level here. And so we'll leave the euro dollar here and waiting for XAUSD to give us potential entry. Thank you. Market trying to bounce here on XAUSD. So there's a gap open. Structure is today XAUSD not so far, once we started the live session, not in a very good trend, but if the market is coming to this support level here, that could be an incredible trading opportunity. Might see a good trend here. If it drops down to that support level, that's where we can look for support retest and then bounce. Okay, so coming here and then bounce. So that being said, here we can see that the market forming series of higher low. So euro dollar is yeah, so we see that a bullish price action on euro dollar, which is in our favor, going in the direction that we expected. Trade that we have open on euro USD will be running it, while we can see XAUUSD coming again for a retest again to the support level. And after this support retest, dodgy, and if you guys look at it, you can see that it's coming to that support and then bounce. 30 minutes, we can see the market is in that direction here. 5 minutes and the lower time frame. So here is there's an inverted head and shoulder. So there's an inverted head and shoulder, like say USD, and the question is either it's gonna bounce or remaining here. Thank you very much. So euro dollar is moving in the direction. I want to see that a stronger bounce here now. We can see the series of higher low, expecting it for the market to trend to create a new higher high and higher low. Well. Say USD, this is a this market may try to drop again. It's coming to the potentially to the 4-hour support and then to have a bounce. So this is a crucial level on the lower time frame. I think we could see that say USD from this level having another downside, but I'm not opening position because it may easily could push high again, as there is a structure here. But if it is coming here and forming this kind of structure reversal after this support test, we can look for potential entry. Looking at Euro USD. Okay, so here is on euro dollar is potentially trending very nicely. In the meantime, guys, if you are enjoying the live session, make sure you smash the like button here, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel for accessing the unique content that you can see every single day that I'm posting, along with the all the education and analysis. Yes, happy new year. Thank you very much. Can you stay for the rest of the stream? Thanks for insight. Good luck. And what's the rest of your trades today? Yeah, we had quite a few. Quite a few XAUSD trade early today. Pretty aggressive market at the moment on. Along with many other strategies that we will be trading. Let's wait for euro dollar to return back. Thank you. Here we can see that move. Okay, trend is up, and looking at on XAUUSD, as I mentioned, you can see after this structure formation, it managed to bounce. So it may either form this circular pattern and drop, or we could see another bounce. Gold has made significant bull movement, has made a complete pullback over the past. So you can okay. Euro USD, we can see that the market is, you can see this is a significantly bull market here. Looking at the lower time frame, okay, so here is a series of higher low formation, bounce pullback, bounce pullback. The market is forming series of higher high and higher low. Awesome. XAUSD slowly moving up here. Okay, so you can see that this is where an inverted head and shoulder breakout. We could see that move back to the upside. Okay, so here is narrow doji. So 1 hour candle closing as a potentially narrow doji. So if it is on euro dollar, it's closing as a narrow doji, we can expect a bounce here on this one. So we can see the market is forming series of higher low, and yeah, want to see that it's moving in that direction to create a new higher high. Where if we look at again XAUSD, we can see the market is lower time frame. Um, it is bullish, but at the same time, it's approaching resistance line. Keep on euro dollar here in the radar to see almost like 1.0 1.03005. You guys with me? So euro dollar, we want to catch some peep. It's in a almost finished the pullback and want to see a bounce here. XAUSD also trending. We'll see that where it might be heading here. So this is where the market is. You can see it is in fact a bull market, and would like to see that it's breaking to the upside to create a new higher high. So creating series of higher low, and with this higher low, wanting to see that it's moving back to the upside. Thank you. Taken by whom just joined you. Welcome. Um, you're welcome to the channel. Thank you. Want to see a breakout here? We're waiting to see that a breakout, which is struggling to break to the upside here a little bit. But that breakout could give a good momentum here on XAUSD. But 1 hour candle, if it is closing as a bull candle, we can expect an upside. Now, if it is not closing as a bull candle, we'll see what we will be doing with the trade. But we are on profit. It's a good thing, even a few peep, but we'll see, waiting for the market to show its hand. Want to see that it's having a bounce to the upside. So there is a rejection here. So here we can see that euro dollar is expected a very strong breakout, but we can see the market is nearing in that zone, and because it's nearing in that zone, so the candle on the 1 hour wants to see that it's closing as a bull candle. um, Not a very impressively bullish price action on euro dollar at the moment. So there are two probable scenario can happen with the candle close on the 1 hour. So if we see that it closed as a red candle, we might see a deeper pullback. Or if it is closing as a bullish candle, because back to back you can see there is a rejection here, there is a rejection here, there is a rejection here. If all these three candles closing below this level, we might see downside potentially. So therefore this trade we need to I will be exiting, because at this point I don't want to risk that that pullback. It may bounce, but it may come for a deeper pullback. We are at entry, so break even trade, and I'm going to get out of this trade at the moment at entry, so which is a little commission down, but I'm exceeding the trade break even. Market on sideway on XAUSD and on euro dollar. So because it's we might see movement later today on this, but at the moment break even on XAUSD. So I am out of this trade, and so yeah, trading is like that, guys. We need to understand that whenever the market is not giving us an opportunity, the best way is to be patient. Okay, so keep in mind that everyone can trade, but the profitable are those who are patient in their trading. I strongly believe that traders, you enjoyed this live session, you learned something. The most important part here is to look at always the bigger picture and then focus on learning. Don't quit, keep learning, keep growing as a trader. Thank you very much for joining this live session. I'll see you very soon again, trading live together. Tomorrow coming up, very important educational content, so keep eye on that to have full understanding about the market. Thank you, and I'll see you very soon, trading live together. Until then, stay well, stay happy. We'll see you. Thank you.